What's up, guys? D&D Vapes, and I'm going to be doing a build. Yes, a build. I know a lot of yous always hit me up, and you guys like when I do my builds. Because I do always basic builds, so everyone can learn getting into the basic building routine. So I'm going to be doing a build for you guys, for you beginners out there, and this is going to be like kind of a mech mod build. It's not going to be for regulated. You're definitely going to need a mech mod for this, and I recommend that you use a dual 18 or 26 650s or 18 650 parallel box mod. All right, this is going to be either a point 0.1 to a point 0.09, so you're going to either be sub-ohming or super sub-ohming. So please, I recommend that you guys use two, not one, two batteries in a parallel formation. All right, guys. So we're gonna go out down below. We're gonna check out the deck, the RDA, all that stuff I'm gonna be using for this. Actually, I'll show you that right now. I'm using the Cloudy Vapes box mod. This was a box I got from Foolish Vapes. Very nice box. I bought this a while back ago from him, and I did a couple repairs. When he sent it to me, it was perfectly fine. It's just from wear and tear. The box gave out a little bit. So, but really nice box. I actually love it. I use it all the time. And the RDA that I'm going to be using on that is the Limitless RDA, the color changing one, which I'm not sure if it's got a special name for that or not, but it is a really nice RDA. I like the flavor I get out of it, and I like the airflow. And what I'm doing right now is when I change my build and stuff like that, I like to go in and clean out the 510 pin, and I like to clean out everything before I set it up for the next build. So on this, I had a little juice. I took it off and I did. I had a little juice in there, so I like to make sure it's clean for every build so you get a nice clean crispy hit. Powerful. All right, so we're all cleaned out. We got a nice 510 in there. It's actually a really nice 510. I love this 510, and I think this is a Fat Daddy 510 pin or something like that they call it, the Fat Daddy ones, and they're supposed to be like the really good ones. And actually, I'm looking at it and I really like the way it is. It's been really good. It's been really good to me, and I kind of want to buy a couple of these and swap them out on some of my mods. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a build on this, and I'm gonna do a regular Clapton build with staged heating. I know there was a few of you that had asked about it. You guys weren't too sure on the staged heating. So I'm gonna do a build and show you guys how you do it and how you set up the staged heating for yourselves, and how it works. All right, so we're going to go down to a close-up look, and I'm going to do the build, and hopefully this will help you guys and give you an understanding of how stage heating works. All right, guys, so let's get right to it and start doing a build. Okay, guys, so here we go. I got my wire ready, and usually what I do is I use this board. This is my build board. This is where I do my coil builds, and right here I use this as my ruler, and I always cut 6 inches long. This is a 6 inch. Each block right here is an inch long. So I used to do my measurements. This has millimeters, inches, everything you need to do different kind of cuts. All right, and this is basically just for cutting and stuff like that. This board, it comes with a ruler. It's all magnetic. So if you need to kind of pinch something down with a ruler, with this magnetic ruler, you can, and make your cut. Really nice setup. I enjoy using this a lot. So we're gonna go ahead. This is my Clapton wire right here. And also with this, I'm gonna be using, this is 28 gauge core, 28 dual core 28 with 36 gauge, I believe. I'll double check on that. The proper wrap is 26 plus 32. Okay, so all right, so it's 32 wrapped on it and 21 single 26 gauge strand in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 26 gauge as the preheat wire. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut another 6 inches, and that's going to be two make 2 coils. Okay, so we'll just basically go from here to here, and then I'll just cut my wire right about there. That'll be 6 inches. Put this away. Excuse me. All right, so I have the RDA I'm going to be using, which is the Limitless RDA color changing one. Nice RDA. I enjoy it. Sorry, I'll be right back in the mic. I mean in the cam. We're just getting this all set up. All right. So this is it right here. It's a 3-post, which I enjoy using. You could see on the post holes, they are very big. They are not small post holes, so you do get a nice vape off of these. You can put some nice, really nice coils in here, right? And get a nice vape. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to trim this, I would say, and I'm just going to leave it the way it is. We're going to go ahead and wrap some coils. All right, guys? So the screwdriver that I'm actually going to use is a 3mm screwdriver. And that's because the build and the deck that I'm using, I have plenty of space. I should go smaller than that. Yeah, I'm going to go to 2.5. Let's go 2.5. All right, and I'm going to do a 5-wrap coil. All right, so what you want to do is you could just pinch it down with your thumb right here and then start wrapping. 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5 wraps right there, right? So we got 5 wraps. We're going to just go ahead and adjust that. And now we're going to go ahead and trim the lead right here, just a tiny bit smaller. All right, and that should give us enough wire to do our build. All right, so let's straighten that out a little bit. There we go, nice and even. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our 26 gauge. And this wire here, we're going to do 4 wraps. All right, so you're going to start from the inner piece, just like that. You always want to start from the inside of the wire lead. And you are going to start your wraps, and it will space itself out as you wrap. All right, and you're going to stop on the inside, on the inside of that lead. So let me give you a close-up shot on how that looks. All right, so you're going to start on the inside, and you're going to go ahead, let me fix that lead. There we go. So that's how it should look. Your leads of that single wire should be on the inside. This one's just bent a little bit, but if I bring it back in, you'll see it just like that. And then when you put it in your RDA, you'll have it all nicely set up like that. So let's go ahead and just trim this, all right? All right, so we have this set up nicely. Now, what I need to do is I need to pull this lead a little bit because it's kind of short, and I'm afraid of that being that short. There it goes. That's a little bit better. So very nice build, just like that. I know my camera is not perfect, but I'm gonna do some cam shots, some coil porn on freaking Instagram for you guys, so you guys can go check it out. I'll put my Instagram up on up down below. All right, so let's get the other one made, and then we're gonna put them in. All right, so usually, honestly, the way I do my coils, if people seen me do coils before, I actually hold my setup like this, I believe, right? And then I'm gonna be wrapping this like this. So the coil goes this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Make sure your wire is straight. There we go. You'll be able to straighten it out a little bit better once you get everything on the RDA. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to center this one here on that first inner part of that first coil wrap. 2, 3, 4, and then stop on the inner part of that last lead. All right, and then what you're going to want to do is just make sure your leads are straight, even with each other. Now what we're going to do is we're going to trim each part so they're even and easy to get in and put it all together. All right, so we're going to put them on now. So let me get my glasses so I can see a little better. All right, so we're going to start. Now the way I like doing this is for the outer one, I like to put the lead that's on top, and there's a reason for that, and I'll explain it in a minute. Then we're going to put that in the center. Make sure your leads get in there. There we go, just like that. Now what I do is I rest my screwdriver, that piece of the screwdriver, right on that lip there, and I make sure it's straight across. This way I know I have enough room. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to tighten down this negative lead here, just like that, and I'll leave that there, okay? Also what you could do is you could take this lead here and bend it out of the way as so, okay? So now you have room for your other coil to go in there, in that part of the hole right there, that part. So you'll be able to slide in right there, and you'll be able to still cut your wire because your other coil will be right here, but this will be bent out the way where you'll have enough room to snip it. So we're going to get that other lead, that other coil in there, and then we're going to adjust our leads and coils. All right, so let's grab our screwdriver. All right, so on this one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put the long wire. That scared the shit out of me. A bunch of snow went flying down. We're going to take this wire, this lead here, and we're going to get the longer one inside here so we have room to move it around and kind of get it out of the way. All right, so let's actually open up this lead a little bit more so we got some more room to work with. So we're going to open this lead up a little. That'll allow us to insert the wire a little easier. And another thing too is you want to make sure your leads are all in the proper area, because if they're not, when you tighten stuff up, it's not going to tighten right. It's going to look a little funky. So if you have to grab that lead and tighten it a little bit. Ow. It's fighting back, man. It's kicking my ass. All right, here we go. All right, so I straightened it out a little bit better. All right, so we're going to get that lead in there. Let's work it in. Get this negative lead in. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Make sure that positive gets in there. Make sure it's nice and even like that. All right, once you get it nice and even, you want to go ahead and tighten that the negative down. And there we go. Then you can let go, because once you got the negative tightened down, the positives will be easier to work with. All right, so now that's all in place. So now what you want to do is you're going to want to work your positive, your whole coil over, and then tighten down and work with your positive. So we're going to go ahead and adjust this a little bit. There we go. We'll leave that one there. We'll come over here. We're going to work this one over. All right, now that everything looks good, I'm going to go ahead and crank that positive down. Nice and easy. You don't want to go real fast. You want to make sure everything's staying nice, because everything will shift real bad and fast if you go too tight. So I can see this one here is starting to shift. So I'm just going to put my screwdriver back in there and kind of straighten it out a little bit. There we go. All right, now let me crank it down again. There we go. Tighten that one. There we go. Now once everything's tightened down, you want to grab your nice little snips that are made for this. All right, and then you want to cut your leads. Watch your eyes, please. Watch your eyes. And this is for newbies. Watch your eyes. All right, guys. These do. Ooh, that lead is stuck down there. There it goes. These do shoot out sometimes really far. All right, now this here, I should be able to bend it out. Let's see if it breaks. This way I don't get my coils in there and snap it off. Cut the wrong lead or something. Come on, break. I can feel it getting looser, but it doesn't want to snip off. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try to snip it. I'm going to try to bring it around, actually. No, I got to snip it off. Come on. Let's see if I can get in there and get it. No, I'm going to break it. I want to break it off. There it goes. Finally. And this one should break right off. There it goes. Really nice. All right, now with this one, I'm just going to take my tweezers or my needle nose. And this one I'm going to snip off because it's too small to twist around. And it's really close to the edge here so I could see it. Taking a little long on this part. Didn't expect this to happen, but that's okay. You guys can see what happens when you build and what you could do to get it out. All right, because building's not easy. There we go. Snip that piece off and snip the rest off. Jesus, that little piece is giving me a hard time. Keeps sliding in there. There it goes. It just fell off now. So there you go. You got a nice build. All right. So now what we got to do is we got to post it. Now to post it, all you do is pop it on your mod of choice, which is cloudy something vapes or whatever. I keep forgetting the name of it, but that's okay because I didn't buy it from the company. So let's go ahead and post these. All right, so we're gonna get them a little warm and then adjust them. There we go, just like that. Try not to bend them back after you get them where you want them. All right, so post it. And you'll notice that that center wire, that little wire right there, that 26 gauge, is going to get hot fast. Now, that's the purpose of staged heating. All right, that wire is going to ramp right up. And by doing that, what it's going to do, you're going to get a nice cloudy vape, and you're going to get a nice flavor vape. And the reason why is because you got your Clapton, you got your straight wire. Your straight wire will ramp up, producing a lot of clouds and preheating your other coils for you, which would be your Clapton wire, which will start producing that flavor vapor. All right, it's a really nice little setup, really good flavor setup, and really good vapor setup. You get the best of both, pretty much. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's how I want it to hit. All right, make sure your coils are nicely set up. Adjust it if you have to again. was like doing it a couple times, making sure everything's just right. Um, Another thing is you want to double check your screws, because after you pulse it and they heat up, they will loosen up from the metals extracting and contracting and stuff. So you want to make sure your screws are tight. There it goes. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's what we want. Look at that pulse. Ready? Watch. You'll see the 26 gauge single wire ramp up and then preheat the claptons. See that? Just like Big Lou's builds that he does sometimes. Such a nice vape. All right, so let's go ahead and put some cotton on it, and then we're gonna go back up top. We're gonna vape on it and see how it is. So I hope you guys pay attention and see how this build is done, and try it up yourself, man. It's gonna be a nice one. But let me show you what the ohms are and stuff first, and show you why I want you to use a parallel mod. All right, so what we're working with here is a 0.14. Now this is a good build actually for even a single 18650 mech mod, as so, just like this. All right, and this one I got a 0.1 on it. I know what I'm doing, and I have been working and doing builds. I got an alien coil that I made. There's a lot of builds that I do, and I do my research. I learn about my ohms law and stuff like that. This here is a little bit safer with a single, but with a dual, you're going to get plenty of battery life, and you're going to have that battery not have to work as hard because there's two batteries in parallel working together, and it's going to be a lot safer for your batteries that way. So if you're experienced, go ahead, do your dual coil single 18650 build battery setup, or if you're inexperienced, do the dual mech mod, or you can even use a regulated box mod with this if you want, because it's a 0.1. A lot of boxes do that. So yeah, let's go back up top. Let's see how it vapes. I'm going to put some cotton on it. Actually, I'll show you guys how to wick it up too. All right, so let's take this off and throw some cotton on it. I do have a new cotton setup that, if you guys don't know, it's called Quick Wicks. All right, this is the stuff right here. I don't know where to get it from, but if you look it up online, I'm sure if you Google it, you can find it. Quick Wicks. It's pre-made RDA wicks. All right, this is all for RDA's wicks, and this is small, which is for RDAs. Not so small is for RDTAs. Then it has extreme, which is rayon. Rayon is extreme, which means it wicks up fast and a lot, and it's just a little better than the cotton stuff. So rayon, I ended up getting this sent to me. Robbie Vapes, thank you, Robbie, sent me this stuff, and I'm enjoying it because rayon is one of my favorite fibers to use for wicking, because there's absolutely no flavor from cotton or anything like that. And then not only that, it wicks fast, and you really don't get any dry hits from it, you know what I mean? So it's really a nice, enjoyable vape with this rayon fiber stuff. If you guys haven't tried it, try it out. You could get rayon fibers usually at any place that sells cotton. A lot of places have it if they give you that choice, you know what I mean? Because not a lot of people like using cotton, and I'm not the cotton type of person. I mean, I do like cotton, but not as much as I like rayon fibers. All right, so another tool you're gonna need is scissors, so you could go ahead and just trim your cotton up a little nicer than that, and just go ahead and, you know what I mean, trim it up nice so you could put it and tuck it in. Another tool to have would be a nice, like, little small screwdriver that you could use to tuck in your cotton. Some people use dental picks, which is another thing that I use sometimes. You know what I mean? And or just a plain old screwdriver. I noticed that Big Lou, he uses, I think, his scissors But it might depend. He might have small scissors, and that's why they have like a small tip. All right, check this out, man. These are some nice coils. All right. Make sure your cotton is out of the way of the airflow, because the airflow I'm using is here on the bottom. It comes in and hits up on top, comes in from underneath the air, so it's kind of like a bottom airflow. Or I could just use straight airflow. If I flip this around, I'll have direct airflow to the coil, which is clouds, bro, clouds. Or if I have it set up this way, it'll come down here and I'll have flavor, bro, flavor. All right, so let's go ahead, let's wick this up. Let's go back up top. The juice I'm gonna use is Snitch from Verdict. We're gonna have some sherbet. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wick this up, juice it up, I mean. I'm gonna use Snitch by Verdict. Some good stuff here. I got a 60 ml of it. Check that out. Snitch by Verdict. It's been steeping too for a while. It's nice amber color, and it tastes hella good. It's a sherbet, vanilla ice cream, I think, and some other shit in it, but it's really awesome. And you're gonna see how this ramps up. It's gonna be amazing. This has a really nice ramp up speed. Nice clouds, nice flavors. It's like I said, the way you build, the way you do this build, just all day clouds, man. Like Grim Green says, clouds, bro, clouds. And that's basically what you get off this. All right, so I got a dual 26650. All right, voltage meter. All right, let's keep it off. Actually, let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. Nothing but clouds, man. Tons of vapor. 0.15 ohm build. This thing is chucking, cranking, steaming up. Let's go ahead and get a toke off of this. All right. Woo. The flavor amazing. Seriously, the flavor is so good. That's why you see so many people doing this kind of build, because it gets that ramp up and then it preheats the claptons and it gets the claptons going a lot faster. And you just get so much flavor in your mouth. Mm. Clouds, clouds, so good. This is hitting hard, guys. So hard. Oh man, this is hitting good. Look at that. Look at how nice that looks. Nice little build in there. It looks good. Came out nice. You guys got to try that build. It's a 0.15, so it's safe for a single 18650 mech mod. Also, you can put it on a regulated mod. That's a 0.1, as low as you can go. So that'll be good on one of those too. I mean, you got multiple options with something like this. Try it out, guys. You'll enjoy it. It's a safe vape. It's not super sub-ohmy, but it's sub-ohmy. It's just in a kind of in that safe area, safe zone. If you're a newbie, I prefer that you do an extra wrap. Do 6 wraps and then 5 of the single coil, and that should get you up to about a 0.2. It'll be a little bit slower on the ramp up, but once again, you'll get really good flavor, and just you'll still get that preheat, so you'll still ramp up a little bit faster, just not as fast as this one. So try it out, guys. I think you will enjoy this build, and I think you will be able to just be able to do this on your own if you use a single 26 gauge wire and then just wrap it. Then use another single 26 gauge and then lay that on the side of it and just make a nice build like I did. And it's great. All right. Peace out. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Happy New Year to any of you, or Happy New Year's Eve, actually. But Happy New Year's if I don't see you guys tonight. It's going to be a great night tonight. I can feel it. I hope all of you enjoy your New Year's. I hope you guys got some great New Year's resolutions. I am going to I don't know. I quit smoking already. I don't know what I want to do this year. That's new. But maybe I'll just try to buy a new car or something. So, anyways, peace out. God bless. Vape on. Love you guys. Thanks for all your support. And remember, don't smoke. It's a joke.